out here?
Anything that I ever say or write, I'd be comfortable saying or writing in front of everybody that I work with, players and coaches. So I express myself as an American. We have that ability. I love this country. And, I believe what I believe, and I've said what I want to say. And every now and then there's some people that get offended by it. It's a slow news cycle, so I guess Mike Florio picked something up yesterday and talked about it. It's not the first time Mike and I have disagreed about things. That's okay. But that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to it. But what I am excited about is what's going on right now with us and the way we're working. So football questions be where I'd like to focus. If anybody else wants to talk about other things, we can set something out at another time. But that's kind of how I see it.
It seems like you like to express yourself in the offseason. It's been a couple years in a row. Is that, what is it about this time that you want to speak up on certain issues?
No particular, time or thing about off season or in season. So.
And you obviously took, I think, a stance that was counter to some players and how they felt in summer 2020. Are you worried at all about how your players would?
Not at all.
Okay.
Do you think your stances reflect a lot of people that aren't putting those out there out of fear or anything else?
Some people may be swayed by that, but again, I'm going to be the man I am, and I operate here as a coach with nothing but love and respect for everybody I work with.
Coach, there are a lot of African Americans on your team. I know you said you're not really worried at all.
Yeah.
But do you think it has any effect on them knowing their beliefs and where maybe the communities they come from when it comes down to police brutality, knowing that you kind of compared those George Floyd protests with January 6th?
No. No, I don't think race had anything to do with that incident, and so no.
Well, not race, but in regards to just the race that believes and supports the Black Lives Matter movement. Are you concerned that some of those players are a little bit concerned about what your personal opinion?
No, I'm not.
When you said that incident, what did you mean?
I'm sorry?
When you said that incident just now, what did you?
I think we know what we're talking about here. I mean, I don't. There's really nothing else to add right now, guys. But anything else?
I'll go defense. Last year felt like you guys got off to a slower start than you wanted. As you go back and look at it, what kinds of things do you feel more prepared for this year or better able to do?
Well, we hope to be better, right? Clearly it starts with a commitment to being here and working and being able to get on the same page, make sure the communication is good. I think that kind of gives you a great start, a great foundation. So right now we're getting a lot of great work in. There are guys that are developing. I would single out Benjamin St. Juste is really having a terrific offseason and excited about what he's doing in there. He's getting a lot of reps at nickel. He's played well there, and so I think that's a real positive for us. So it's development. This time of year you can develop and gain a great understanding of how we all fit together. And defensively, that's what it's all about, kind of knowing where you need to go and everybody being accountable and getting there and playing with some attitude.
I'll ask you about Chase. A lot of people are curious about him. I know you haven't seen him on the field.
Yeah.
What are your discussions been like about what you want from him here in year 3?
Well, mainly get healthy, work hard. He's doing that. He's putting in the work and get himself back. And then right now for him, it's important to kind of some of the things we're talking about, understand exactly the things we're asking him to do, have a great feel for, where he can make his plays and where he can be a difference maker for us. Obviously, he's a great leader, so you have to be here to lead. And so I'm love seeing him here. It's voluntary, doesn't have to be here right now. So I love seeing him here, and I think it's good for us as a team.
You get just since we're not here every day. He has been around?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, there was a couple times where he was off and doing the rehab that he needed to do, but he's been with us, recently, and it's good having his impact around.
what is the progression that Benjamin has made that even, like, again, I know there's a long way to go to get the season, but what's the progression he's made so far that makes you feel good about what he's shown inside?
Just the work he's putting in, the attention to detail, the understanding, picking up a new position. We played him outside primarily last year. He's been able to move inside, and we're just looking to get our best people on the field, give them all a chance to compete. I think when you look at the body of work that he's had this offseason has been very productive for us, and very productive for him.
Does his size inside give you a different look? Because a lot of times the corners, you're going to get a smaller guy playing inside. Does he give you a different look?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. No, his length, he's got incredible quickness. So you worry about longer guys that typically don't have short area quickness. He's got amazing short area quickness and body control. So with a bigger, longer guy inside, it definitely allows him to be disruptive, allows us to play at a high level. So he's been really impressive inside.
There wasn't a lot of moves made on the defensive side in free agency. Does that speak to a certain confidence you have in the group from last year, bouncing back or taking steps together?
Well, I think we feel like if we get healthy and then we've added a couple pieces. Big Phil, inside has been really good, and then guys developing. Guys like Jamin, guys like Benjamin. They need to develop and play better, and they will, and we're seeing that. So. And then, you add in a couple draft picks, I said Big Phil, and you got Percy, Christian late. So we've got a couple guys there that come in and add some to our depth, and then we'll see what they earn. But we like the core that we have. We think we have a good core when we're healthy. And so staying healthy, obviously, is key for everybody. The Rams are a different team if Aaron Donald gets hurt, right? I mean, it's, good player. You need your good players healthy and at the gate. And so But having them here and us working together and developing like we are right now, I think, is very encouraging.
Jack, turnovers are always emphasized, obviously. Is it any more of an emphasis this year, considering some of the struggles you guys had on third down, pass defense, and all that?
No. It's to me, there are certain things that are always important. Playing well on third down, playing well in the red zone. And turnovers. Those are probably the biggest keys to playing good defense.
Are you happy so far with?
Yeah, we're working on it. Yeah, we're working on it. I mean, obviously, going against your own offense, I think one thing that we can all see, our offense is going to be better. We've greatly improved the quarterback room. Carson has been tremendous, and adding a draft pick there as well. And Taylor coming back. I think we've got a really strong quarterback room. I think it starts there. Jahan has been outstanding. I'm talking about the other side of the ball, but we're excited about what we're seeing as a team from each other, and so that's all positive for us. It's going to make us work harder in camp and this time of year, and that should pay dividends for our football team when we open up in the fall.
Take two more. You guys deployed a lot of 3 safety looks last year with Landon not being here. Does St. Juice allow you guys to kind of maybe go away from the 3 safety looks and play more traditional nickel stuff, or would you still like to deploy?
Yeah, we'll have our packages ready. We're going to utilize our personnel the best we can. Obviously, we've got a young safety that we drafted in Percy. We've got a young safety that we had last year in Defo, and so. Those guys are going to get time there. Getting Bobby back and having Cam, there. Obviously, we've got some safeties we like, and we'll deploy them as we feel we can and want to. But having Benjamin playing well at the nickel is big for us.
Just to follow up quickly.
Yeah.
Like Percy Butler and Derek Forrest, both Buffalo nickel options, or?
I'm sorry?
Are they both options for the Buffalo nickel?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Buffalo nickel maybe takes on a life of its own. I don't know that it needs to. I think that was more Landon really didn't want to ever be considered anything but a true safety, and he played the nickel. It's kind of like a linebacker, but it's okay. I get it, but no, we're going to do the best we can with the guys we have, and make sure that we have the ability to match what offenses want to do and help take that away.
Sam, last one. Jack, sorry, one more back on Twitter.
Are you back on Twitter? Just stay off that thing, will you?
Just for clarification, why is it not important to you, like if your players are concerned by what you'd said?
Oh, if they are and they want to talk about it, I'd talk about it with anybody. Yeah, no problem. At any time. But they're not. I'm just expressing myself. And I think we all as Americans have the right to express ourselves, especially if you're being respectful. I'm being respectful. I just asked a simple question. Really, let's get right down to it. What did I ask? A simple question. Why are we not looking into those things? If we're going to talk about it, why are we not looking into those things? Because it's kind of hard for me to say I can realistically look at it. I see the images on TV. People's livelihoods are being destroyed. Businesses are being burned down. No problem. And then we have a dust-up at the Capitol. Well, there's nothing burned down. And we're not going to talk about, we're going to make that a major deal. I just think it's kind of two standards. And if we apply the same standard and we're going to be reasonable with each other, let's have a discussion. That's all it was. Let's have a discussion. We're Americans. Let's talk it through. I'm for us, having a great opportunity to have a fulfilled life. Like I said, every which way I can. When I'm here, it's about love and respect. I love my guys. I respect my guys. But I also love the fact that I'm an American, and that means I'm free to express myself. And I'm not afraid to do that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
How y'all doing?